Mithras was a god of Persian origin from the Middle East. The worship of Mithras appealed to soldiers in the Roman Empire, and many of the temples of Mithras, which are called Mithraea, have been found near Roman military positions throughout the empire. This Mithraeum was found in London, then at the edge of the empire, and this one is near Hadrian's Wall. Mithras appealed to Roman soldiers particularly because he was associated with the idea of life after death. Roman soldiers were always in the firing line, and so they looked for the support of a god who would help them in the next world. The worship of Mithras was not for everyone. Women were not allowed. Men joined the temple and had to undergo a series of initiation ceremonies before they were fully involved. This in some way mirrored the ranks which soldiers were organised in. Also, the cult emphasised the virtues of truth, courage and honour, which appealed to soldiers. There are 7 grades altogether, starting with the crow, moving through the lion, and ending with the high priest. You can see from the mosaic of the floor of this Mithraeum where everybody would stand in the temple. Many of these grades were associated with the stars of the sky. We do not fully understand what happened in the worship of Mithras. It seems that the temple or Mithraeum was used as a meeting and dining space where the initiates shared a communal meal. You can see the benches either side in this picture. Here the soldiers reclined and ate a special meal. The temple could only hold between 30 and 40 men. The worship of Mithras was very appealing, as it made its worshippers feel part of a small community of people who would help each other in times of need. Some images of Mithras show him emerging from a rock or cosmic egg, surrounded by the signs of the zodiac. One myth recounts how Mithras rose from the dead, out of the cave where he had been buried. Modern archaeologists think that the rock from which he is rising represents the top of the cave where he was buried. The Mithraeum is shaped like a low, long cave. Sometimes the Mithraeum is actually situated below ground, maybe under a house. In other cases, the Mithraeum, though located above ground, was made to look like a cave, and the building was usually windowless. This added to the air of mystery and exclusivity. In the ceiling of the cave, various openings let in a little light. These represented the important stars of the heavens above. They also referred to the important connection between Mithras and astrology. At the end of the Mithraeum, as its centrepiece, is the altar. It is aligned with the dining benches, so that it looks like the god is sharing the communal meal. The image on the altar is nearly always the same. It shows Mithras killing a bull. The killing of the bull has nearly always got the same features. In the centre is Mithras. He kneels on the back of the bull and plunges his dagger into the neck of the bull. Mithras's Persian origins are shown by his floppy Phrygian cap, his Persian trousers, and his cloak, which sometimes has the stars and constellations upon it. Mithras is usually accompanied by a crow or raven. This was the messenger sent by the sun god to tell Mithras to kill the bull. When Mithras kills the bull, the life force of the bull rushes out. This life force causes all things to grow, including all plants and animals. You can see in this picture 3 other animals are attacking the bull. They are all astrological symbols: the dog, the snake, and the scorpion. They too are taking the life force of the bull by drinking its blood. Sometimes the sun and the moon gods are watching Mithras perform the sacrifice. This is a further reference to astrology. 2 other characters accompany Mithras. Cautes, with his upturned torch, represents the rising of the sun, and Counterpartes, with his downturned torch, represents the setting of the sun. Sometimes these 2 characters, Cautes and Counterpartes, are shown as separate statues, or sometimes as wall paintings in the Mithraeum. The worship of Mithras is a mystery religion, because it required its members to undergo an initiation ceremony to enter the group. Further initiations or trials were set for initiates to become more involved with the religion. The appeal of Mithras lay in the idea of being someone special in a small group of like-minded people, who recognised that truth and courage were important qualities in their lives. The worshippers met to eat a sacred meal in the presence of Mithras the god, and they knew that at the end of their lives Mithras would look after them in the afterlife. Early Christianity shared some of these beliefs. It is no accident that when Christianity became the official Roman religion, temples of Mithras were destroyed. This one, in Rome, was buried under the 16th century Christian church of St. Clement. Today, visitors can walk deep underground to the excavation site to see the altar of Mithras, placed directly below the altar of the main church above it.